Confidence versus arrogance. So, what is confidence and what is arrogance? Confidence is to trust yourself, to believe in yourself. Arrogance is that you are better than everyone else. So, what is the issue? What is the problem? Confidence is a healthy thing. To believe in yourself, to believe that if anyone else can do it, I can do it. I can also be the best. I can be one of the best persons. But arrogance would be that thinking that I'm better than others. And in reality, having no skills, having no substance to this claim, we just keep thinking that we are the best without any evidence, without any proof, without any hard work related or associated with the skill that we are claiming to be the best at. That's called arrogance. And arrogance will end in embarrassment. Arrogance almost always ends in embarrassment and shame, because the arrogant person, he thinks he's the best. So when somebody thinks he's the best and better than everyone else, do you think he will work hard? Because he doesn't have any room for improvement. That's why arrogant people fail, and that's why they face embarrassment. That's why they face embarrassment, because they believe that there is no room for improvement because they're already number one. So let's say you claim to be the best in certain sports, and you feel that, oh, I'm really the best, better than anyone else. Now in 6 months you have a tournament coming up, you have a sports competition coming up. People who are humble, who are confident, they will work hard every day, but you will not work hard every day. You already think you are the best. So that's the thing. That's what we have to understand, that we cannot we cannot just think that we are better than everyone else or we are the best. We can say we are one of the best persons, we are one of the best speakers, we are among one of the best speakers, we are among one of the best writers, I'm among one of the best listeners, I'm among the best physicians, I'm one of the best engineers. But you cannot say I am number one. Maybe the world should recognize you as number one, but not you. This is called arrogance. An arrogant person fails, he faces embarrassment. So that's what we need to understand, and we need to differentiate and not be arrogant. Now, confidence is trusting yourself, having confidence in yourself, having a belief that I can do it, I can do anything. Also believing that I can be one of the best. Arrogance is already believing that I am number one, I'm better than everyone else without having any evidence and hard work behind it. So remember now, arrogance and confidence are two opposite things. Now, what is self esteem then? Self esteem is how do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about your own self? Do you like yourself? Do you respect yourself? That's called self esteem. Then what is ego? Ego is that me. I'm I cannot accept defeat. I don't want to lose. That's ego. I don't want to lose. I can never be wrong. That's ego. If somebody thinks I can never be wrong, that's ego. If somebody thinks I cannot lose, that's ego. If somebody believes that I have to win all the arguments, that's ego, because you want to sustain your false perception. Ego is the false perception that we have created about our own self. So ego is that I cannot be humble because I see humility as a defeat. In reality, humility is not the defeat, right? So let's differentiate all four of them now. Arrogance is thinking that I am better than everyone else. Confidence is thinking and believing that I can do what others can do and nobody is better than anyone else. So I'm not better than you. You are not better than me. We all are equal. And if I'm better at some skill, you are better than me in so many skills. So that's called the confidence. Now, what is self-esteem? Respecting yourself, liking yourself. How do you feel about yourself? That's called self-esteem. And then the last thing I discussed was ego. Ego is a false perception about yourself, which is not reality. And you want to maintain that false impression about yourself. You don't want to lose. So these are the four things. Now, the higher the confidence, the higher the self-esteem. Remember, the higher the self-esteem, the higher the confidence, the higher the ego, the higher the arrogance. But the higher the ego, the lower the self-esteem. The higher the ego, the lower the self-confidence. So remember, higher self-esteem means you will also have higher confidence, because if you work on your self-esteem, eventually your confidence grows as well, and you will have higher humility. You will be humble about it. You will not claim that I am the best, I am the king, like Muhammad Ali, to defeat the opponent, to just fill in their mind. Okay, that's a good strategy, but do you, inside deep down your heart, do you feel that you are really made better than others? That's arrogance. How do you really feel inside? Maybe people call Muhammad Ali arrogant because he said, I'm the king, I'm the best, right? But I don't feel that he believed in inside his heart. Otherwise, he would not have been that kind of successful person, because he was working harder than anyone else. An arrogant person cannot work this harder like Muhammad Ali did. 12, 14 hours a day, 8 to 12 to 14 hours a day was the daily schedule of his working, of hard work that he did. So how did he manage to do that if he were arrogant? That means he was not arrogant. He was just saying it to defeat the opponent mentally, but inside, deep down inside, he was confident, and he had self-esteem, and he was humble.